probably a fun fact on me is that I like to read. Like I like to read. That's a lost art nowadays. Oh, my great uncle is Jesse Owens. He won 4 gold medals in 1936.
I always want to leave people with this, man, to all the viewers and everybody out there, man. Make sure you guys finish your story. Make sure you guys finish your journey because somebody's going to need it.
Yeah. All you got to do is push the back button. That's all you got to do. Push the back signal.
Try not to think about the future too much so you can maximize the now.
Who's your favorite rap artist?
Man, to be honest, it's crazy. Tupac always been my number one, right? Like he got me through so much stuff, but Lil Wayne has been in the modern day.
I said, what does it really take? What does it really take to be great, Drew? And he looked at me and he was like, you really want to know? And he was like, to be honest, everything you did to get here, you need to be consistent times 10.
What's up, everybody that's doing today? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Welcome to the Play Call Sheet. We're going to take a review of yesterday's games, tonight's game, give our expert analysis and point of our perspective. Before we can do that, I got to bring in my fellow Cowboy brother. I know he's just as crunk as I am tonight. Had to bring out an old hat for the situation. My man, too. What's happening, man?
What's going on? Drawing blood, man. Hey. 38 special, man. Shout out to my boys on the victory last night. Shout out to them. That's all I'm going to say about my boys in this show, man. You know why? So I don't got to say nothing. Let's move us up to the number 2 team in football today. Please. God bless America. How's everybody doing tonight, by the way? Hope everybody's doing good, man. Play call sheet. Call your plays as we review the week somewhat. Talk about this game a little bit tonight. And, you know, vibe in, man. But before we get together, man, see somebody eating some SpaghettiOs backstage. Ready to talk, man. You know, I want him to be full. My guy from the Northeast as well. Shout out to my guy Will in the building.
What's good, fellas?
What's going on? Word with you. How you doing?
Just messing some lasagna up pregame, you know, getting ready.
Who TV is on?
Oh, my TV's on. That's my TV. Here we go. Professionalism, people.
Hey, man, glad to be hanging out with you fellas again, man. As always.
Call sheet, best time of the day, of the week.
This the flagship store. Show, man.
Mm-hmm.
Flagship all day, every day. So we're gonna jump right into this, man, because I know you don't want to hear our Cowboys. Got me and two turning into the Cowboys show.
Yeah, I heard it. I was trying to eat backstage, hearing all that grossness. So, you know,
I'll send you a hook. It's okay. It's okay. You seen the Masters at work last night. You seen how that offense can really be. It was exciting.
Sure that was a beat down. But we ain't gonna talk about that yet. What's up? Oh,
they go. Oh, it was good, brother.
Hey,
everybody tap in, man. Tap in.
We here.
Well, let us know where you coming from as well when you come in the chat. You over here listening to us.
Right. So we're gonna go ahead and jump this thing off tonight. We got to talk about tonight's game. Which, speaking of Unc, I know he's watching it. You got the division rivalry, Tom versus the Saints. The Red Rifle versus the Bucks. Who y'all got tonight and why?
What, in Disappointment Bowl 3.0 of the year? This is
somebody got to win, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with the only one who has an actual functional quarterback. So I think the Bucks get this one.
Wow, he 80 years old.
Yeah, the 80-year-old version.
80 gets it too, man. But what I just seen, man, on the live analysis on the game is, you know, Andy Dalton just threw a 40-yard bomb in Tampa Bay position. It's 3-0 Tampa Bay, though. I might live bet the Saints on for points, you know, and all. But I think Tom and them should be able to handle business tonight. It should be an ugly game. You know, both teams are in the South, and you know they're on the decline. But the Bucks have the more functional team.
Yeah, that whole game is just like
Dallas in the building. Shout out to Dallas, man. Shout out to you, shout out to you, Chris.
I will not be watching the Depression Bowl. I'm going to watch my Celtics.
What's going on? Saints always have Brady's number. Yeah, they do. The Saints do have Brady's number, man. So it should be a close one. The Saints will be competitive. But
Hold on,
Brady
y'all own. He said they own Brady, but they own Brady in the regular season. Let's not forget that, man. Let's not forget that. So, what I think the final score is going to be tonight? I don't think it's going to be a tie, but you never know. You know, it's like the game we saw yesterday.
23-20.
23-20.
It's an ugly game.
I don't know if it's going to be that high.
I know. I gave it too much credit. I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful I don't flip over to a 3-3 tie at halftime.
What's the over and under for it anyway? 2? I know you know.
Over under this game is 3. Tampa Bay is favored by 3 to win this game. Over under is 40.5.
So they're basically saying 20.
Yeah, you're right.
They're right there. They're right where I'm at.
We're gonna hear called it.
They ain't pumping juice in the first.
No, they'll juice the second.
They'll juice the second. I'm gonna say I'm gonna go, man. This game may go under.
Man, I don't know. Man. What's Unc say? 24-28 Saints?
24-28 Saints. That's what you say? Okay. Of course, you're a homer. You want your Saints to win tonight. You know?
My man thinks they're going to score 4 touchdowns, huh?
You know what I got the score there?
What?
20-13.
Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all.
20-3. Yeah.
Wow, what's going on, P Dollar? What's going on with you, man? Your Commanders, man, tying yesterday. What's up with that?
Yeah, man. What's up with that? He did it?
So nobody wants to win bowl.
And they play again in a week. Yes. So it's gonna be interesting. You know,
we were talking weeks ago. We were like, this is gonna be one of those statement games, and they go out there and roll out a tie carpet. Like, come on, man.
Right.
Over here eating Tide Pods.
I don't know. We can really make this game exciting. I'm sorry, same fans. I ain't hating on nobody, but just keeping it real, you know. Yeah, y'all. I'm
it's
sorry,
so
man.
lame.
I ain't hating on nobody.
Okay, we're having a watch party tonight. That's how unconfident they are in the Saints.
Say again.
They are unconfident in the Saints. Where's the lock party at? What's the game at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this game requires alcohol.
Yeah, it does. It does. What you drinking, man? I know you gotta have some in your cup, some adult beverage.
Some of that Tom Brady.
So Will called it. What was your score you called again, Will?
23-20.
And I got 20-13 and 2.
14-3 is not playing. I'm gonna say more on the lines of 20-10.
I drinking Green Crown Royal, and Anthony drinking the Silver Patron.
We got pickled pig lips. What? Shout out to you, Bree.
What's up, Bree? How you doing?
What's on with you?
I thought we was
you already in postseason.
That's fair. That's probably closer to real football.
Yeah.
Crown Royal.
Crown Royal is nice, man. Silver Patrol. Woo.
I want that. I want some Knob Creek honey. Not honey. Knob Creek smoked something. What's it called? Smoked. I don't know. That's just bomb though.
Hey, I don't drink no more. If I did, it'd be the Cowboy Victor drink. What I used to keep on my boy some Johnny Walker Blue.
Oh, the Johnny Walker Blue, yeah.
It's smooth. It's like drinking water, man.
That's not good. Dangerous.
What? You got to talk about this.
Oh,
Okay. You got to, hey.
Okay, put that out. Yeah. We can hear about that.
shout out to you, man. The Vikings got a good W yesterday. You know, shout defense, shout down, sign new artists. You know what I'm saying? Tell me, do a collab with me. Whatever.
Let me find out. Justin Jefferson trying to get a deal.
Find out.
Yes, sir. So, man, that's so everybody got their points and scores in for the night. That's enough on that one. Sorry, we're gonna look at some news of the day. Got quite a bit of stories to cover, gentlemen. First off, Jimmy G broke his foot, out for the season.
We're gonna look her up, Southside.
Mr. Irrelevant, I think it's a parody party, came in yesterday, got the dub. Speculation that Baker Mayfield, he got released today, may end up there. So what do you put San Francisco season as it is right now?
This is a classic 49ers. Like, they look good, but something happens. Someone's going to get hurt. They're always hurt. I don't know. I think their season, well, you can't really call it a bust, but you're going to have to, because the point of this whole season was to bring along the rookie. And then when he got hurt, you won some games with Jimmy G, but your team still, you were on the brink of being like sellers at the break instead of buyers. Instead, they showed up to the trade deadline as complete buyers. They bought and got McCaffrey, and then looking like they're gonna make a run, and then Jimmy G's.
Jimmy
G's, and that's about that, man. Like,
that's his thing.
Yeah, he'll give you a good. He like football Kyrie. Like, he'll give you a good 40 games. He'll give you a good 8 games.
You know what's really hard with that is the timing that I saw yesterday before a kickoff, that he and the 49ers were starting to have initial discussions on his potential return back. Circumstances, right?
Why? He just
glutton for punishment.
Ain't his name porn star Jimmy, and or like one of the, and yet he be getting cheated on, I bet. Like regularly.
Yeah. They don't know. He's always the one that won't go away. Just stays around. He'll come back.
He'll call him back every time, man.
Unfortunate situation for him, man. Unfortunate situation. In terms of the 49ers.
Brock Purdy, here we come.
Brock Purdy, here we come. They just signed the guy from who's that? One of the QBs from Denver. You play for Denver?
Who's that?
Paxton.
Paxton Lynch?
No. African American quarterback. Forgot his name.
There.
49ers made sign today, but Brock's going to be the QB probably, if for right now. I just think the 49ers is going to let it go. I mean, who can they sign to save this shit? If any of these two guys that they have right now can pay attention to the script, they'll roll with it.
Right.
Simple. There's no point to go out there. The guy that you went to go get and gave him some cash just got hurt. Baker Mayfield better than Jimmy Garoppolo?
Nah.
He wasn't this year, but he has been in the past.
He has been in the past. I mean, you can say that.
He got a squad here, too.
Just add the Baker Soda. Shout out to STWF. You know what I'm saying? Got a late dub last night. Yeah, I just think the 49ers let it rock. They got enough position players. The defense is coming about to go in there and continue to see what they do. They got great coaching. I think if you got those 3 things, you'll be okay. Quarterback just has to be smart. It's the year to back up. And it continues to be the year to back up.
I call him Baker.
Like Anthony said, Josh Johnson, he just got signed off the Denver practice squad. That's what y'all talking about?
Right, exactly. Josh Johnson, exactly. That's his name.
Career journeyman.
Yeah, been around a minute. Well, I'm gonna say is
Okay, big.
I don't know if San Fran's defense. Now they got a championship level defense, but can they? You got to think about stamina. If that offense can't sustain drives, you got all those weapons, but are you really gonna rely on Mr. Irrelevant to to pull the trigger for you? I don't know.
It's a lot of running.
It's a story. It's a new story. It's a story. I mean, he's gonna start the next game more than likely. Let's see what he does in the second game, and then we go from there. He could be the first Mr. Irrelevant to be somewhat relevant. He is relevant right now because he just got a victory to do some things. And
didn't lose the game for him yesterday.
Yes, exactly. You know, Miami, I don't know what they started calling at a point. This got ugly.
No doubt, no doubt. Second story should have some impact with my man Will. It came out today that the Patriots are not making any late season offensive changes. I've seen a couple of posts in the group. People talking about fire Patricia or removing from play calling. Will,
yes, sir.
As the Patriot expert on here, how you feeling about what's going on with the offense and Patricia?
Oh, it's a nightmare. But there's nothing that they can do right now to change it that'll fix it. The only thing you can do is to count your losses and realize that you should have went out and got a real offensive coordinator and you should have named him like earlier. But you didn't do that. So you just gotta ride this mistake out. Like, see, Bill makes the type of mistakes that you gotta just can deal with. Like, you can't, like when Bill messes up, it's so big, it's like a season you gotta deal with the mistake. You can't really, like, what was you gonna do? You even with the quarterbacks, what was you gonna do? You gonna sit down the first round pick? Nah, I mean, like, he was your first round pick. You had to play with him. Was he number 10 overall? Like, you had to play him.
Right.
You can't not play the guy, even if Zappy's better. Those are the type of mistakes Bill makes. He makes mistakes that everybody got to deal with for a year, not like a game or two. So it is what it is. We're gonna ride this out. We'll probably re-sign Josh McDaniels at the end of the season to be an offensive coordinator because that's what he's best at. He clearly cannot coach as a head coach. So if the Raiders have any brains, they'll fire him, get out of that contract, and then
James comes back.
What else is he gonna do? He got to live under the arm.
He's a lifer.
He a lifer, man. He got to stay with Bill until Bill hangs it up. And
Who's
then
Josh
McDaniels.
Josh McDaniels ain't coming back to New England. Oakland, I'm gonna call him Oakland right now. I ain't gonna call him Vegas. Shout out to Oakland, man. They get some wins. They have too much invested in between their last coach and him, so they're not gonna let him go anytime soon. I think he'll be able to.
They better fire his ass.
Next time. Man, I think he's done. It's a train wreck, man.
Yeah,
his offense, man. Like you said, Will can't really change it, man. And the fact
wait till next year.
And the fact that their QB, came out early. What's going on? What's going on, Facebook users?
Shout out to you, that's Trey, man. Shout out to you, man.
And you're right, Anthony. They talk about Brady coming back. That's rumors. I think that's real rumors. I just feel like the fact that they're
Brady coming back with Patricia at the OC, and nah, he ain't stupid.
It's their second year QB, has some jitters, and that's what happened. The reality of it is the Patriots really taught us one thing: how they really are going to treat Mac Jones. They've been still. It's in the middle of the game. It's your first round pick. So
is the greatness of Bill wearing off?
No, the message is not getting through because he doesn't have a carrier like Brady.
You can be.
So it's not reaching everybody.
Right. You
like
can be
the way that robotic ass way of coaching works is that you gotta have your best player also be that guy. And that's what he had. That's what he had. When he had Brady, see, everybody's gonna act like, oh, he's just not as good without Brady. You want to make that case, whatever, have fun. What I'll tell you is it's not just the player that played on the field that he's missing. It's Brady makes sure everybody knows this is how we do it. And if he can treat Brady a certain way, then everyone else knows, well, I ain't above Brady, so I better just fall in line. Not everybody's gonna fall in line when you got Mac screaming at people. Like, Mac, you're a bum, bro. Who are you screaming at? And even with that, I actually agree with Mac. They gotta throw the ball. You gotta go down the field. You got a pretty good running game. So use that to play action and go down the field. Stop being scared. We coaching scary.
Are they trying to protect their quarterback?
From what? Himself? Let him throw some picks. That's how quarterbacks learn.
It's a look. They're showing mixed, man. They're showing mixed things, man. In regards,
They let Zappy throw.
Yeah, Zappy airing that bitch up.
Zappy tossing that shit. So like,
shout out to Victoria, baby.
Are they not sold? Are they not sold? It was a disappointing loss to the Buffalo Bills this week for New England. Goes back on the bottom, you know. And in my mind, like you said, 1 year. Next year, hopefully it'll be different. But right now,
it won't be Patricia.
Yeah, the offense is the reason why these games at the end of the night, you know, don't go up in the win column for the Patriots, especially this season.
Well, we know right now, Bill is 23-23 since Brady left.
We're on pace. We're on pace to score less than we did with Cam this year.
Ooh,
Cam
that was a train wreck of a season.
Cam was the issue.
Yep. We're on pace to score less points than that year. So it's fun. We're having fun. We're having fun, fellas.
Nah, it's an experiment. It's a great experiment too. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of how the season goes, you guys played the Patriot way. And they, at the end of the day, they may not. I'm talking about in terms of the status of this.
We tried.
I mean, no, you tried.
Well, like, I ain't buying that.
Play your way. Like, you're not like on some, we're gonna go get somebody like the Jets, for instance, we're gonna go get James Robinson. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not like that. Like, you're not giving that hope on your system. Like, you're playing the system, you kind of know what it's gonna be, you're competitive anyway. You deal with it.
Fact. Fair enough.
Yeah, but one more year of that shit.
Topic number 3 tonight. The rumor circulating around Jim Harbaugh possibly returning to the NFL next season. He shot them down and said he's not going anywhere. Who's buying that?
Nobody. Ain't that their yeah. He should stay in college, man.
Yeah.
That's where his bread is buttered, man. Just enjoy it, man. You don't gotta be. You had a great school. Ride that out.
That's cool.
His house has 12 bathrooms.
That's cool.
Man, hey, gotta get 4 more to fill the crib up, man. Can he do it before the season's end? What's the over/under on it?
I'm not looking good.
Yeah, I don't know if I see him going back. He is 58 years old now. I don't know if he want to go through that, you know, at least in the college ranks, you know, he's kind of the man on the campus, the man of the face of the program. When you get to that level, having great success this year, especially, you kind of earn the right to kind of like, you know, like Spurrier did. You know, it was always rumored he couldn't make it in the league because he was like a football god on campus. You know, he golfed all the time. His assistants took care of everything for him. Why would you leave that? He's probably making some pretty decent money at Michigan as well. Or
leave that for a job.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
You're gonna leave that for a job that have you looking like an old shoe.
Yeah.
Them head coaching jobs is way too stressful in NFL.
They are.
He's chilling in college. He's at one of the most premier schools ever, like historical schools ever, and he got them winning.
He got them 2 games away.
Just smoke their rival.
Right.
Which, like, you don't even got to do anything else when you coach that school. You can literally only do that. Just smoke Ohio State and they're fine. Like that. Smoke Ohio State and Michigan State and you can work there forever.
Shout out to Facebook users. Nobody, if the right situation comes along and the money is right, I think he takes it. Although he stands to be more dominant, the longer he stays in the college rhythm.
That's a good assessment. Very good statement, Trey.
Yeah, I just don't know why you do it to yourself. I mean, I get the bag and the money, but like they'll print money for him in Michigan.
The only way Harbaugh comes back to the NFL is if he takes Bradshaw's commentator. Yeah, I've been watching that, man. It's been looking, Bradshaw weeks in, weeks out look sour, man. He's still giving out money.
He's still giving out money. Bradshaw's money. Yeah, he's starting to look his age now. No,
Bradshaw, Jimmy Johnson, all that whole team need to slide.
It's about that time.
Mm-hmm. They playing their song.
He ain't leaving though. Harbaugh is not leaving.
No,
I don't think so either.
They're on the cusp of a championship, man. Win. I'm gonna put money in for Michigan to win the national championship.
I hope the next story is Prime.
No, not yet. No, not yet.
Yet.
This one is Lamar Jackson got hurt yesterday. And John Harbaugh, brother of Jim Harbaugh, said he's week to week with his knee injury. What's the significance of this for the Ravens in their season and their future?
About to go full blown Dennis Schroeder, huh? I don't know. I think it means more about what's gonna happen with him with Lamar. Looks like a franchise tag's gonna happen.
Yep. And this is, I think, one of the reasons why a lot of people don't want to hear it, why they was kind of hesitant to give him a guaranteed contract.
Yeah.
That's his style of play opens us up for injury.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of see it.
And Quan tell you he got hurt more playing in the pocket. That ain't a case to make for a quarterback.
Yeah. At some point in time, he's gonna stand down there, stand in the pocket and deliver the rock.
I mean, he's liable to get hurt anywhere.
Yeah. That's true, man.
I think we all saw this coming. I think no one wanted it to happen. I think we all wanted Lamar to get his bag. I think he's gonna get franchise tag now. He's gonna sit out. It's gonna be weird, awkward for everyone.
Yeah, it's gonna be awkward for everyone. I told everybody last year at one point, look at their schedule last year. That schedule last year kind of took them out. And then you go into this year, and it's nothing different. Injuries are still piling up. And it just looks like a downfade. Like as if something's going to happen, something's going to change. I just don't see something going down like that, as all teams do, you know what I'm saying, when you're good. They've been competitive for years.
Right.
They still got a respectable record this year, too. Still first in the North, in the AFC North. So all Huntley got to do is steer the ship. I mean, Harbaugh said it's not a season-ending injury. You know what? You got to be careful with that, especially the franchise. But I feel like this is going to be a situation where Lamar's most likely probably not going to be there next year. I keep saying this, keep thinking in my mind, and I'm going to believe it.
But like in what manner? Because they're going to franchise tag him. So you think he's going to sit?
Could be the case.
You sound strong on that one.
I don't want to see Lamar sit out, but I mean, it could come to that. I mean,
he's gonna have to.
A lot of things have happened that we didn't think would happen, and this is not good in this situation.
He had an idea it was going to happen. That's why he should have.
Yeah,
yeah. He bet on himself.
It's been a year. This has been a year-long story.
It's been a story since he came to the league.
That's true.
Ever since he won the MVP, they were like, "Shit, now we have to pay this dude."
But he's trended downward ever since then.
He's trended down. The team just trended down.
So is the team, though.
Yeah, it's a shame on them, man. They don't. If anybody should be in the market, like the Bengals went out and completely redid their line, Baltimore need to go out and completely redo their wideouts. Because everybody has the same role. You know, they really have no deep threat. They really have no possession receiver. They really don't have a big receiver that can take the one-on-one pressure on the other side, on one side of the field. Everybody almost has the same type of skill set. Like they're like smaller, shifty, quick receiver. And that limits your passing game. You got to have 3 different levels of your passing game.
Mm-hmm.
And everything is right there in front of him.
Yeah. Anthony Price, I mean, it really depends on what you mean by worth. Like, Worth, if you're talking about who does more, I mean, Lamar does more for a team. He does everything. But you talk about can you afford to give? That's a little different.
Right.
You can afford to give it to Burrow. He's probably going to be there. He's also been to a Super Bowl already, so he's earned that way. I mean, you could weigh it how you want. What's more impressive, being to a Super Bowl or an MVP? I mean, great MVP numbers are great and all, but my man Burrow puts up crazy numbers and been to a bowl. He gonna get paid more.
KC.
And he 3-0 against KC. So like, yeah, he gonna get more. He gonna get more money than Lamar is.
He's been to a Super Bowl.
Cole can get the bag. Cole can go get the bag. Cincinnati gonna give him the bag.
They have to. He's from there too. That's the whole thing.
The best thing has happened to Cincinnati since Boomer Esiason.
You get over Carson Palmer?
Carson Palmer. I like Carson Palmer. Shout out to Carson, but
you want the same after that knee injury.
Carson, that offense, man. That offense when they had
it goes down one of the biggest disappointments ever. They're like the Kings, that crazy Kings team. That's what they are.
Right.
I tell people the apple don't fall too far from the tree, man. This might be something that goes long term. But their receivers playing real dope right now. They're looking real nice. You know, be the top team in the AFC yesterday. Shout out to the Bengals, man. But Joe Burrow will definitely be in the bag. Lamar, his bag is different. It's a team that's playing to his ways, but a team that keeps their way when it's coming to sign people and is dealing as an organization. So it's tough.
How many tags have they got on him?
I think 3. I think they can do 3.
Yeah, 3 tags. If the world
that's a nightmare. That's a nightmare.
Kirk Cousins. They gonna Kirk Cousins him.
Actually, that would be in his benefit. You know, Kirk chose the way, and then Dak was second.
Yeah, except they lived through this.
Yeah, Kirk got tagged 3 times, right?
I think so.
He got tagged 3 times.
Lamar's not gonna make it through 3 tags.
Nah, definitely not gonna make it through 3 tags. Kirk made the 3 tags and still starting. Ain't gotta be.
Kirk's a legend.
Kirk legend. Where those icy chains, bro?
Next topic. Somebody locally here today, they was calling it Victory Monday and OBJ Day. He was visiting with the team. He did the medicals earlier today up at the Star in Frisco. He's attending the Mavericks game tonight. Say he's supposed to be interacting with Luka, the Don. So they rolling out the red carpet treatment for him. What does OBJ sign and why?
I mean, I just think there's too many amenities to leave Dallas. That's the type of kid he is too. Like, he likes the club and he likes chilling. He's gonna imagine playing football in a nightclub. That's what it is to play at Dallas. Look, man, he's probably gonna go there. I don't blame him. That's a good system for him. He won't have to be the number 1 guy. Saints must be doing something.
Saints up 7-3 on Tampa Bay. 4:50 left in the second quarter. Andy Dalton does have a. Oh no, yes, he does have a touchdown to guess who?
Olave.
Taysom Hill.
Big play tape.
Touchdown pass. Taysom Hill's in the game. I did choose him in DraftKings. So.
Nobody tell Unc.
Oh, Unc no. That's why he ain't commenting no more. He's seen
his
the game.
His phone blowing up.
Shout out to you, Chris.
Yeah, man. I just think where were we at?
Talk about the Jerry Jones OBJ.
Oh yeah. OBJ. I mean, it just seemed like the best spot for him. They really seem to want him there. Not that he cares, but get to play the Giants. Yeah, I think it makes sense. They're a contender. Some of the other teams that are contenders, I mean, like what, Minnesota? That's not the vibe for him.
Right.
Even though he'd have been wide open all day with Thielen and Jefferson doing their thing. Yeah, it just makes the most sense. I don't know about quarterback wise, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I think he goes to Dallas.
Two.
I don't know, man.
Niners had a chance, but
I don't know what to think about the situation, man. You know, he's going to games in Dallas, doing all that. Feels free if Dallas signs him. We could use that spot. And like I said earlier in the season, man, what can he give you? What can he provide for you? Why is it all spark? Why is it all that? Because of a catch that happened one night in New York. I guess he's still living in the dream, still living in the fancy land.
Really? He scored a touchdown. He was on his way to winning Super Bowl MVP.
I'm just being a jokester. For Odell's sake, because Odell's still a wide talk, still in that. He's never got in trouble. Crazy.
He's Conor McGregor.
So it's the box office. So yeah, Will, you made sense when you said, this turns to the box office. The Rams were that team last year. The Cowboys have always been that team. Why not sign with a team like the Cowboys if you're not going to go back to LA? LA's in this hole right now.
They suck.
You could make the grand entries back to New York. Could go back to the Giants if you wanted to.
But he wants to catch the ball too. And
he definitely wants to catch the ball.
They throw the ball like 15 times a game.
Man, I don't want to say he wants to go to Dallas. I'm going to say I'll wait on it, man. But
in New York, you got to think who's going to be there next year because you got contract year for Saquon, contract year for Danny Dimes.
Well, no matter where he goes, I don't see it being more than the rest of the like a year deal. It just showed me another deal to make sure his leg works.
Right, definitely.
So he's gonna get 1 year. No, I'd be shocked if anybody signs him for the rest of this year and the next year. No, that'd be crazy.
Mr. Burns may give him 2 or 3 years.
Think so?
Yeah. He's 80 years old. He ain't got much time left.
That's true.
Oh.
Write the check, Smithers. Write the check.
Jerry Jones, like you here, you're a Cowboy for life.
Normally, if Jerry gets you here, you don't leave.
Anthony, he's not going to the Jets, man. Jets are not going to make that move.
No, they got a receiver out there crying now for not getting the ball enough.
That's true.
He's been getting the ball.
Still, I mean, that's one too many crying receivers.
One too many, man. You don't want none of them. Mike White won't be starting this week too. He will be starting this week's game coming up for the Jets.
His other options were like the cold ass weather Bills, which
got 2 knee surgeries in 3 years.
You don't want to be in the cold. Everybody knows that. Who else? I mean,
Kansas City. I know they got mentioned at one point in time, but ain't no fault there.
Kansas City makes him closer to a number 1 though, because the moment he steps on there, he's probably the best wideout on the team.
Right. But Shady said today that when you're on an Andy Reid team, you got to check your ego at the door, and you may have been, coming in all pro, this and that, but he says he's going to do what he needs to do to win. He don't care who you are. Yeah. Which I thought that was interesting, and that explained why his tenure with the Chiefs ended the way it did, because he couldn't check his ego at the door.
Who's?
Shady McCoy.
Oh yeah, Shady. Yeah.
Shady.
Shady gonna be shady.
Shady gonna be shady. Really.
This next one is because my man, Rookie of the Year, fellow co-host, asked about it. Got to talk about the Deion saga. The extra credit section.
Absolutely.
So Will, fire it out for us.
There's gonna be a lot of finger pointing, and I told you so is going on, coming towards me. But no, I just thought it was interesting that he left the situation for Colorado. I don't think that's a unique bag. I think he can get that bag from a lot of schools. So I don't think it's just money that he left for.
Maybe it's the challenge.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge.
Because Tua and I were talking, before the show. I had no idea they'd been that bad that long.
Yeah, they've been bad for a
20
while.
seasons and 17 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, he might go up there and be able to turn that program around. You no longer have USC or UCLA in the Pac-12 anymore because they're going to the Big Ten.
Look, if he can do it in Colorado, then that speaks volumes for his career. If he doesn't, it's a weird move.
Yeah.
It's a weird move overall. You know what I'm saying? People are probably more shocked because it's the Buffaloes. In Colorado, like you thinking like, oh, crime is gonna get a Power 5, top 5 school in the country every year type of job soon enough. Why he should just wait. But at the end of the day, it's not what it is, man. You gotta take some things sometimes, man. And the question is, man, for the athlete he's been in his career, he's able to coach and, have a great stint. Now this is another level for him. Prime's already been successful at things he wants to do. So let's see if he's successful in this act, You
hear his opening remarks to the team?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying?
How do you feel about that?
I thought it was a bold strategy, Cotton. Like he's just like he came in talking about, yep, gotta want to be here, portal, because the portal's gonna be open. I'm bringing a whole bunch of folks with me. I was just like, wow, that's one way to do it.
So from my understanding, that actual video actually was 3 days before he actually did the live press conference, which was yesterday. So he was still coaching Jackson State when he had that meeting, but that asked everybody to not release anything, keep it hush-hush. And I also heard that part of the reason why he kind of changed the narrative a little bit, he came as hard as he did about the transfer portal, is there were some guys that's on that team that didn't even bother to attend that meeting.
Ooh.
So he was trying to set the precedent.
Yeah.
And like I was telling my wife earlier, as a player, football is probably one of the most competitive sports on the planet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it's an ultimate team sport, but from an individual standpoint, you are usually competing against yourself. And I'm thinking also he might have threw that out there like that because he want to see who's the dogs there. Are you a quitter? Are you going to stick around, bust your ass to stay on the team and make your mark and get your spot? Or are you going to walk out the door? And if you just walk out the door, you figure, I don't want you here anyway because you're not willing to fight for you yourself.
Yeah, he reading out the week.
Most
but
definitely.
My man walked in there and basically damn near drew a portal on the board and said, this is where everyone's going to come through to take your job. Like that. I just think that's bold to how to like start off like that. But yeah, I mean, that's prime, man. I expect the bold from him.
Right.
So yeah.
So I took a sneak peek. I'm looking into just for comparisons, and we'll come back during National Signing Day and take a look at this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm looking at, they've got 19 hard commits right now. They have the 94th ranked class for 2023.
Yeah, that sounds right.
And they are just full of, they're all 3-stars. Local kids, Washington, one from Florida, California, El Paso. But I'm interested to see what he's able to do. I think he's going to bring some, obviously he's going to bring his sons. He's going to bring.
Does Shedeur have another year in college? I thought he was going to.
Yeah, he's got one more. Because I believe, I'm not mistaken.
He redshirted.
Yeah, I think he redshirted. I think he's got one more year. Then I'm pretty sure he's going to bring Travis Hunter with him. There's already been rumored a couple of. I think he did a IG post or something where people were speculating about that.
He got 2 IMG. He just got 2 IMG recruits.
Yep. The big offensive lineman from Alabama is rumored that he's entering the portal. He's got 1 year eligibility left. It's rumored that that's where he's going.
Ooh.
And he, from my understanding, he's supposed to be a pretty good one.
Definitely fits me. Sometimes you gotta set the tone. You set the tone. Get where you fit. I agree.
Yeah, that's true. Who's that? Is that Trey? Oh no! Hey, baby.
Yeah, no.
That's the wife.
Yes, yeah. She's telling the truth. Yeah, I'm just more shocked about where, more than anything. I'm sure he had a couple jobs on the table, or maybe not. I don't know, but he took the Colorado job. I gotta would guess or assume that it was for the challenge, like you said. He's gonna challenge himself, see where he is mentally.
I told you. Your boy be in it down here, man. I'm in the trenches.
Yeah, that's probably a lockup, man.
Hey, baby.
But yeah, yeah, this is gonna be fun to watch at least, because them first 2 years are gonna be real difficult.
Yeah. You know, something else I thought about, and I was when I was talking during the pre-show meeting and stuff, is I was listening to Coach Brown from Last Chance U.
Mm-hmm.
He was giving a little bit of insight as far as one of the reasons why Deion might have took this position, and the timing right now is originally he wanted the Florida State job, but they said that he couldn't have it because he didn't have a college degree, which is bullshit. And then I think it was Florida Atlantic and UCF, I believe. They didn't want to deal with him because of the things that transpired at his charter school here in Dallas.
Man, come coach my Gators, please. We are okay. We are okay with convicts. We are all right with arresting people. Please.
So y'all remember this, right? As of today, his class has got 19 commits, all 3 stars, 94th ranked team. We're gonna come back after National Signing Day and see what it is at that point.
He gonna get it. He gonna be a top 25 at least.
I think so. I bet that transfer report is gonna be lit up. Right now, they said as of today, this is like Black Monday, when coaches normally get fired and stuff like that, or whatever. This is the day that the portal actually officially opened. They had 50,000 applicants in the portal today.
Jesus, that's half the league.
And they said it's hard to believe that each one of them are trying to better themselves and put themselves in different situations. Nobody wants to compete anymore.
Nope.
Everybody wants to go to that prize, man. They want to be in.
And
I don't know if it's all competing though. Like
personality too.
Yeah,
the coach.
Yeah, you like it don't take much to not want to be in a single situation, like especially if you get it on a coach's bad side and you think no matter what now you're not gonna get that chance. Yeah, be out.
Right.
But I'm gonna be interested. Another key factor in this that a lot of people won't talk about is the rising community in Colorado. It's becoming a place that a lot of people want to go to now.
Yeah, that's true.
And these players, they're young. A lot of them are too young to even know that. So now they're going to get introduced to it by Prime, and it's going to change their lives, not just because of what's happening on the field, but they're going to be introduced to a place that's rising in population and rising in a lot of things. And it should be a very interesting situation.
Up in Colorado, it's going to be. I see some.
By the way, it's legal up there. Everything's legal up there.
Everything's legal up there. For real, definitely. Better bowl games, better chance for Heisman, and Deion gets a chance to play some elite coaches.
Yes, this to me, this is part of him challenging himself. Like I mentioned earlier, football is very competitive. But a lot of times you're in competition with yourself. I think this is also him challenging himself. You think about it. I've been afforded the unique opportunity to watch Deion from the time he started coaching his kids in Pee Wee up through select ball, up through high school, now in college. And I think it's a unique situation to be able to be that involved, and not only your kids' situation, but other kids. Like I was looking at an interview today from Ricky Smiley. He was saying, out of backlash that Deion's getting and whatnot. But he said he's the type of guy that if you have something that you are trying to promote or something that you're trying to get started, he's there. He said there was a lot of times they had like I think it was open mic nights and stuff like that, and he was there every week to show support. Whenever Ricky Smiley had the morning show here locally before they got syndicated, Dion came on once a week for his show. So if he figures that you're trying to better yourself or better your community, he's going to be involved in that. And I think some of the flack that he's getting for for leaving, we knew it was going to happen. He told you in the interview in 60 Minutes, if somebody comes, he's going to listen to offers.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of people are like, well, you ain't SWAC. But here's what I think is going to happen. Part of the things that he always said is that they really didn't know the value that they offered in the SWAC. They sold themselves short. And by that, he was saying that a lot of times these smaller schools take these, these games against these Power 5 schools, and they don't make any money off of it. They actually end up losing.
Mm-hmm.
I can see him extending the olive branch out to, he might, maybe once a year, he might schedule him at HBCU school so they can take advantage of getting that money.
Oh, he'll play Jackson State every year.
Yeah.
I can see that. I can see that for sure. Especially after he about to gut him with some of them players. He'll play them. Yeah, man. Like he's still gonna. Is he a SWAC man? Like the coach he was arguing with? Probably not. But he's still gonna show love, man. He didn't do that for nothing.
No. And the coach that's coming in after him, you got a brand new football field, brand new facility.
Yeah.
The best in the SWAC. What are you gonna do with the facilities and opportunity that you have?
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't know. I obviously I didn't go to HBCU school. Tried, but didn't. It is what it is. So I don't understand that element of it. I know there's a lot of loyalty there, but I'm like, at the same time, somebody that came in, he left the situation better than he found it.
Mm-hmm.
How can you hate on him at that? For that?
No, for sure.
Put some grass over there. Put some green over there. Some grass. Appreciate it.
We're going to take our first break for the night, gentlemen. We're going to come back and hit this these divisions. Go in depth, do our thing. We'll be back in about 15, 20.
St. Louis.
Yes, sir.
What's up, world? Kyrie Robinson, man. New Orleans Saints veteran. Hey, man, make sure you guys go check out my guy, man, STWF, the media, man. Check them guys out. Y'all want to get sports talks with players, with fans, anything like that, man, go check them guys out, man. That's the place to be if you want to talk sports. Who that nation?
Yes, sir. Back. So, next up we have best division, worst division. Our in-depth discussion. We're going to start right off the bat, the AFC East. Got Buffalo at 9-3, Miami at 8-4, the Jets at 7-5, and New England at 6-6. How we feeling about that? And by the way, New England's got a 37% chance to still make the postseason.
How they should.
Second best division in football. Pretty good though.
Pretty good. Who you think wins it?
I think the Bills are going to end up taking it. I think Miami kind of got exposed the other day.
Would you take into account them having to travel cross country, or this is part of the horizon?
Got to football it, man. Football it.
I like that.
Football is every year Sunday, man. Miami, had a hiccup this week. I mean, for the last 6-7 weeks before, they were doing it then. So can't be mad at that. They lost to a team of the 49ers, not like they lost to a scrub team. They didn't go out there and lose to a team that, people may have put their money on for the 49ers. And second best division in football, yes. But kind of back to reality, man. Jets, Patriots, man. We got Miami, Buffalo. Surprising how they been able to manage while Josh Allen's dealing with the injury. I don't know if it's an injury anymore. I don't know if there's any cause for concern anymore. Running game looks good. The wide receivers still looking good. Defense is getting healthy. That was a great Thursday night performance. So maybe they like Will said, end up running along with the division. But I'm not gonna give up on Miami just yet.
Fair enough. AFC North, Baltimore 8-4, Cincinnati at 8-4, Cleveland at 5-7, Pittsburgh at 5-7.
I don't know. This division is
I think
disappointing.
Cincinnati's going to take that division,
Yeah, it should be.
especially with Lamar being hurt.
Chase is back now. They're fine.
Yeah. I see Baltimore making it as a wild card if they don't implode.
Yeah, without him, I don't know what they're gonna do.
I wouldn't.
It's not too bad.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Huntley just got paid. He's been here before. He's been on the field before, and we think that guys like Tyler Heineke are, you know what I'm saying, exciting. You know,
Yeah.
then I'm gonna give this guy Huntley a chance too, because he ain't too far from that. This is still a division up for grabs. Cincinnati won yesterday. The Ravens, although you know they lost to March, they won that game yesterday, and that's what they've been doing all year. Through the ugliness, they've been winning football games. So we'll find out. They're gonna look like they're gonna sneak in the playoffs as one of the wild cards, or they can win this division if Huntley can stable the ship. If Lamar's injury is serious as we're hearing right now.
Yeah,
Pittsburgh trying to not have a losing season. Now that's interesting.
Yeah.
Watson
Never had one.
Watson was poop juice yesterday, man. But hey, he was on the field, you know, and hey, got some jitters out. Let's see what the rest of his career looks
That
like.
whole division, they're on just one game for Baltimore, but Cincinnati 4-game winning streak, Cleveland 2-game winning streak, Pittsburgh 2-game winning streak, which is interesting.
Yeah, that ain't gonna last long. That whole division's
suspect.
Yeah.
Flash. AFC South, Tennessee 7-5, Indy 4-8, Jacksonville 4-8, Houston, who was the first team to be officially eliminated, are 1-10.
1-10, man. Oh man, what a year to be 1-10, and the draft isn't even all that crazy. Every quarterback that came in
got question marks.
Got question marks now. Like they're gonna end up drafting a combine hero. Whoever like shines at the combine, but might not even be that good yet. Like Levis, hopefully Levis, because he's probably the best quarterback coming up. Anywho, Texans are terrible. That division is terrible.
We play them Sunday.
Tennessee at 7-5. Like, man, I expected them to be better than that, even though I didn't expect them to be that great. Once they started winning, I'm like, all right, well then they'll run away with that division. But 7-5, like, I mean, they still have the division, but they look like a one and done in the playoffs.
Think so?
Yeah. Yeah, first game exit for them. Who they gonna beat? They better get like a real good matchup. So who they gonna beat? I don't know what matchup they're gonna get, but who they gonna beat? I don't see them beating anybody.
So right now, I'm looking at a couple of mock draft projections. They got Houston taking Bryce Young. I think he's too small.
Yeah, that's crazy talk. No, they got to go with Stroud or Levis.
They got Stroud going to the Lions at pick number 4. And then Will Levis going to Carolina at pick 5.
Levis should be the first quarterback off the board, in my opinion, but it's me.
So what you thinking?
I'm just thinking in all this division, man. This division is a whole headache. It's a misery. It just disappoints me. Colts, QB situations here, bad. They're all, except for Trevor Lawrence. We're going to give Trevor Lawrence benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was done yesterday after that fall in the first half of the Lions Jaguars game. This division is just terrible. I said the South was the worst division in football. This may be the worst division in football. By far. This may be the worst division in football.
Nah, I can't beat out the South.
Yeah, it could. They're both in the South. They're both South. So if you go in contention, you're gonna go these two conferences. We say every week these two divisions are the worst. These two are the worst. And every week it just gives me a reason that the AFC South is, like you said, man. Who's gonna compete out of this? Who's gonna compete? The division leader may not win a playoff game.
Yeah.
They don't know who they want their QB to be. Earlier this season, it was homie. The Tannehill's back now. Let's see if Tannehill doesn't hiccup, or else they'll be going to him. I can see them turning Tannehill for Malik Willis during a playoff game. They don't know what they're doing. Texans, I mean, though they could have won that game yesterday, man. It just fell flat. You know what I'm saying? They was competitive yesterday. Whatever that is. They're always competitive, like Coach says.
I don't know.
Go to the next division, man. I can't talk about this.
Yeah, the team's bad.
To answer his question, I've seen some that have Hooker going as high as 5.
Hooker?
Yeah.
Hooker died, bro. He's gone. He's probably gonna have to go back and do a whole other year.
What's the date on this one? Let's see. Yeah, it's an older article.
Yeah, Hooker's hurt, man. So, and Hooker was gonna have to blow people away at the combine too, and now he won't even be able to go. No combine. His pro day won't be for well later. I don't know if he redshirted already, but he got a better bet of doing another year in college. But I think he's already been around a while. So
has he?
Yeah, someone said that because someone put up a graphic showing all the NFL quarterbacks that were already in the league and older than him and one other quarterback.
Okay.
And there was like 10 of them. There was like 10 quarterbacks in the NFL older than Hooker, and they've already, like, some of them had 2 years. Like Burrow's is younger. Herbert's younger. Like some of the young guns in the NFL right now, they're younger than Hooker right now.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it wasn't a good. I think he's been around.
That's fair enough.
He tore his leg up again, so I don't know what's gonna happen with him. I wish him the best though.
I do too. We've got the AFC West. Kansas City at 9-3. Chargers at 6-6. The Raiders at 5-7. Denver at 3-9.
The whole thing is underachieving except for the Chiefs, and I can't believe the Chiefs lost. The Chiefs have lost 2 games this year that I'm like, how? But I guess the Bengals are at least a better team. I don't know how I don't know how they lost to Indy, man. That's crazy. But
Chargers shot themselves in the foot yesterday with that loss to Vegas.
Is that coach done there?
Huh?
Is that coach done there?
The head coach is going to have to fall under. They're going to have to find a scapegoat for this situation because the way it looks like right now, they might not even make the playoffs. And then you're going to go holler at somebody because this team was at least expected to be in the playoffs on that on that second Saturday in January. Definitely. I don't
got a 35% chance of making the playoffs.
Yeah. See that? Patriots got a 37% chance. They go into the locker room. We better talk about that. No disrespect to the Patriots, but Patriots were expected to just chill this year and cruise. And yet the Patriots still have a better percentage to go into the playoffs than you guys. And you guys are supposed to be something. Yeah. It's terrible. Raiders good win yesterday, though. Devontae Adams, throughout all that, still may be the best receiver in football. He's the only person in the NFL with multiple games of 100 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Who, Jamar?
No, Devontae Adams.
Give me Chase all day. That's my guy.
Devontae Adams looking like Mike Jordan in '85.
Yeah, the Chargers are up and down. NFC East. Philly at 11-1. Dallas at 9-3. Giants at 7-4-1. Washington at 7-5-1.
Man, with a real quarterback, Washington looked like the best team in that division. And they in fourth. So that tells you how this year's been. I don't believe the hype. I still don't believe in the Eagles. So
why not?
It seems like come playoff time, they're an easy team to stop. Once everybody lets everybody play a little more physical, like playoff football, they're gonna jam up them receivers. They're gonna put an eighth man in that box. That running game's not gonna be as serious. And they're gonna force Jalen Hurts to win you a game. To carry, not just some nice runs. He's gonna have to carry you through the air. And when that comes, they'll be exposed.
That friendly was Bright Mabel's defense. I said, he had a decent game. I said, like I said, man, AJ Brown guys like Devontae Smith, AJ Brown, these guys are gonna, other guys are gonna be physical with them. Can they withstand that? Eagles, great win yesterday. Hey, they should have paid AJ Brown that $20 million, Tennessee. But overall, this division right here, nobody lost yesterday. This is the thing every week. Best division of football. Dallas Cowboys last night putting up points. Philly putting up points. Looking like these two teams are the best two teams of football right now as we speak tonight.
So just to let you know how close that division.
Look like Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott on his game last night too.
Most definitely. So just look at how close these two teams are. Philadelphia is the 15th ranked offense. Just looking at all the tangibles. But the one thing that's glaring out that might come back, and as Will was stating, that might be in trouble in the playoff. They're ranked number 26 in pass attempts.
They don't throw the ball, man.
They don't throw the ball. Yeah, he had a big game yesterday, but that's because Tennessee was just dedicated to stopping the run, and he was open. But what are you going to do as you get in the playoffs? You play against better teams that are more balanced to do that in as far as competing with you. And they're 18th in sacks allowed. They're supposed to be the best offensive line in the league.
Yeah. Playoff time, someone's gonna expose all that, man. Like they're gonna have to play with leads, all type of stuff. I don't see it.
Washington is the only team to beat the Eagles. Most definitely.
Shout out to the Commanders.
We got NFC North. Minnesota's at 10-2. Detroit's at 5-7. Green Bay's at 5-8. Chicago's at 3-10, and they were the second team to be eliminated from playoffs yesterday.
Damn, man.
It's another disappointing division, top to bottom. But at least the Vikings are.
To me, the most exciting team in that division, to me, is Detroit.
Yeah, they're an interesting team. Yo, I didn't get to see their game this week. Did Jameson do anything? He was officially back. The rookie, Jameson Williams.
Oh,
you know
wow.
what? I'm not sure. That's a good thing. Let me see.
I'm excited for him, man. That's one of my favorite guys before he tore his knee up.
So his knee up in the championship game, right?
Yeah, of all time too. It like in the championship game. That's terrible.
I don't see him with any case. So you're talking about, let's see, receiving.
No, he scored 4.4 fantasy points. What did he have? He had one target, no catches.
Yeah.
It's okay. It's okay.
Easing them back in slowly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Golf looking amazing yesterday, dog.
Who?
Golf.
My bad, Bree.
What happened? You stole him?
she's
Mike's 19.
Yeah.
in the North. It's not her Vikings, man. Not your Vikings, man. But shout out to that defense yesterday at Minnesota. You know, stopping them Jets, man, on 2 crucial possessions to not have the Jets win the game. So,
what's up, Kawan? We're not blocking you, man.
we ain't blocking you tonight, man.
Y'all
No.
missed the
Block that guy.
y'all missed the Lamar talk.
Mr. Lamar talking, we dogging your man Lamar, man.
Block Quan, get him out of here.
Oh man. Next up, we have the NFC South. You got Tampa Bay at 5-6, Atlanta at 5-8, Carolina at 4-8, and New Orleans at 4-8. And all these they have a chance to still win the division.
Of course they do. They all suck. Team's terrible.
Start the third quarter, 10-3 Saints over the Bucks.
I don't know. I should have picked Tampa. I mean, I should have picked New Orleans tonight. He just can't beat them in the regular season.
Nah, old man Tom Brady about to put the pedal on the metal in the second half.
I'm glad you think so.
Love it.
You're not buying it?
I love it.
That whole division, man. It's hard to watch those games, man.
Who's saying salute to the Cowboys? I don't want to hear nobody saluting the Cowboys that shouldn't be saluting them. You were a hater before,
Hey,
now. I don't want to hear it. You talking crap about my Cowboys.
That's tongue in cheek.
That's how we like it.
He just gave us a kiss of death.
No, don't do that. We ain't falling into the trap.
And then lastly, we have the NFC West. San Francisco at 8-4, Seattle at 7-5, Arizona at 4-8, and the Rams at 3-9.
Oh my gosh! Shout out! The Seahawks and the 49ers looking like they're gonna be in, and Geno Smith looked like the Seattle Seahawks got the better QB, the best QB in the division right now. So when it comes down to
gonna win that division,
yes, Geno Smith. How's that sound? Geno Smith, the man that got punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? Punched in the jaw, and we thought his career was over. Is the best QB in the West right now. Consider all the injuries, everything that's happened. Right. Geno Smith, man, for MVP. That man should get some votes, man. I don't know, 1, 2, he gonna get a vote or 2. I hope he does.
He definitely should be comeback player of the year.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. Comeback player of the year. Rock Nation should give him his contract back, all that. You know, but the 49ers proved yesterday, before the injury, I mean, even after the injury, Jimmy Garoppolo, that they proved that that's their division. I still feel like the 49ers division, feel like Seattle will follow after, but that win yesterday from Seattle, though, was the Rams. You know, another win in their pocket. You know, as the players come along, they're going to be one of the wild card teams with some wins, and they'll probably get in.
Seattle about to take over, especially with Jimmy hurt. With Jimmy hurt now, like, man, it's
time for Jameis Winston.
Geno right now has the second best QB rate.
Yeah.
Only behind Tua.
Yeah, that should be fun. Yeah. Let's go. I think Seattle wins that.
Seahawks letting them cook. Yeah, they all letting them cook. Seahawks stand up. Geno playing for a big deal. He's playing for that re-up deal.
Somebody had given him a small bag.
Somebody, Wanders is done, man. Quick, I don't think the Wanders is done, man. I don't think they're done. I mean, they're done not right now, but at some point they're gonna be done. No, but I think they
Purdy can't do it by himself, man.
Purdy.
Y'all ready for the next break, gentlemen?
Yes, sir.
No.
Curveball. We're gonna take yeah. Mr. Was it Mr. Relevant or Mr. Irrelevant?
Mr. Irrelevant.
He gets some media hype right now, man, in the Bay Area. We're
gonna take a last break for the night. We're gonna be back in about 15, 20. Y'all hold on tight. Appreciate it.
Get it.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's cornerback Delvin Breaux here from your favorite team, New Orleans Saints. I just want to go ahead on and give a shout out to STWF Media for allowing me to come on and talk about my testimony, my story, and also talk fantasy football. I just want to say thank you, man, for the honor. I appreciate you, man. Y'all make sure y'all tune in tonight at 7:30 Central Time. Bro Show out.
Yes, sir. Back at it like we're mad at it. Appreciate y'all hanging out with the boys on the play call sheet. Got myself, Coach Lee. You got my man, Two, from the Northeast. And the rookie of the year, Trill Will, up in this bad boy. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight.
Appreciate it.
So next up, we have, let me see. Where we go? We have NFL Power Rankings. We'll look at the top 10 teams this week. Shout out to my man Will. Coming in at number 10, who was previously number 15, you got the Seahawks. They beat the Rams.
Yeah, you gotta put them up. I mean, not for that win, not just for that win, but just because they're still winning. So.
Yes, they are definitely still winning. They're handling their business. How you feel about them at number 10, too?
I like it. I like the look. I like it, man. I mean, the teams that are 11 through 15, Seattle's better than them teams. So I ain't mad at it. They deserve to be in the top 10. Pete Carroll and Geno Smith deserve some more praise as the season's going, and Russell Wilson ain't riding.
Okay. No, he's not. He's pushing right now. Coming in at number 9, they were previously number 11. We got the Baltimore Ravens.
They moved up.
Yes.
That must be before the news of the injury. But
yeah, because the Giants and Commanders, who are tied for 11th, which is funny in this rankings because they tied them after they tied. And then you got the Jets and the Titans, and the Ravens won. So I feel like that's why. But this is probably depending on how the QB situation is. It's maybe their last time in the top 10. Let's see if
they'll be sliding out. They'll be sliding out next week once they win.
I agree with you.
Now, if they win, they might jump up. They win without them.
If they win games, they continue to jump up. But if they lose, it's going to be slightly going upward, trending towards the middle pack.
Right. Coming in, number 8, previously number 4, the Miami Dolphins.
That's a big drop off for facing a good team, but
they got beat 33-17, though.
Yeah, they got smoked, so.
Coming in number 7, previously number 8.
My Ravens at 25.
You got the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, they deserve it. They deserve it. Winning, and they get a big win over previously the number 2 team in the rankings. So shout out to them. I'm not a believer in them, and I'm still gonna stand on what I can, because I can't fold my cards now or switch talk. But they're playing awesome. That addition of Jamal yesterday was great. They didn't have my boy Joey Nixon, but shout out to Kareem, man. Doing what he do out there. And they have some great, solid guys. Like, I feel like all the receivers they have are, like, zipped into their positions. Like, the 1 receiver, the number 2 receiver, and the number 3 receiver. They have 3 good ones. Like, you wish for a team to have 3 good ones. Just sometimes 2 good ones.
Yeah.
You have 3. It's very, very great. So, I mean, they're running
good depth.
Stay humble. Yeah, they got good depth for real. Shout out to Cincinnati, man. I'm going to give Jake props too, man, and your team props. Hope you're watching, Jake, and hope you get that on video because it ain't never going to happen again.
Here you go. Snapshot there. Coming in at number 6, previously number 7, we have the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, they won a game. They won a good game too, so. But also, this list does not realize that their quarterback isn't coming back, so.
Yeah, most definitely.
We will see next week with this team and the Ravens.
I think they're probably going to drop down definitely like 13, 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in at number 5, previously number 2, the Kansas City Chiefs.
That's too big of a drop for a single game against a good team.
Nope, it's a good drop. And you know why it's a good drop? Because this is a team that they played last year, and that's kind of where they're going to be scripted at in terms of where the trajectory is for them this season. And if the Cincinnati Bengals are coming up uprise, they play Kansas City and they come back and they start playing, comes back from injuries, against the Chiefs team who's been good all year, the best team, I think that's a good drop for them to go down. Because at the end of the day, you lost to a team. I mean, I just based it on the Chiefs being the best team in the AFC this year, and the Bengals being a kryptonite. And we've seen it over the last 3 games they played. All in 2022, the Bengals just got that number. And it's sad to say, but, yeah, that's the only way the Chiefs season may end, I feel. Unless Buffalo can, win another one up there. But I think the Bengals are more of a threat to them.
I just feel the only way they should drop is if the teams ahead of them are actually considered better than them. But if you go one-on-one with any of those teams that are above them, they're probably still going to be the favorite, which means they're better than them.
That's true.
We got number 4 right here, and this team defeated them, So they was number 5 last week, they're number 4 this week. The Buffalo Bills, not going to say who they beat because we obviously see that Amazon game was worth the prime. They proved it number 3, and they jumped from number 5 to number 1 in the AFC playoff picture after their win.
I can see that. So Buffalo put it on 3-game winning streak. They're being tested right now, and they're showing, pretty much their fortitude. How big of a loss, though, is Von Miller going to be for them as they go forward?
I mean, they was pretty far last year without him.
Yeah, they like the signing. I didn't really like the signing. I was kind of like, okay, it's an extra, but like Will said, I don't think it does anything for them with him being out. I just feel like, the tension, the pressure maybe of the game itself when the playoffs comes, you can use Von Miller and he'll be a great asset in that case. But, yeah, I mean, he'll be on the sidelines, hopefully, coaching him up if he can't play, and that'll be good enough.
If they end up having to go through the Chiefs, it'll be big, but that's about it.
I can see that.
Turnover against Saints ball. Come on, man.
Who's number 3?
Number 3 in the rank is number 6 last week. Beat the Jets 27-22. The Kirk Cousin Vikings. The Minnesota Vikings. Shout out to them guys, man. Only losses came to the Cowboys and the Eagles.
Yeah.
So we talked about the Eagles. Do you feel the same about the Vikings, or do you feel more confident in the Vikings than you do the Eagles? Look, I asked that question to you.
No, I have less confidence in the Vikings because Kirk got to play with the lights on. And so once he does.
Yeah. That pressure going to get to him?
I just haven't seen that he'll break it yet. I've seen a couple games that he's won on the bigger stage, but not the biggest stage, not the playoffs. Like, I have to see him show me that he's not going to show up and be the old Kirk.
Yeah, question for both of you guys. One of these teams, Minnesota or Philly, is going to end up with the 1 seed.
Yeah.
It kind of probably good right now for the 1 seed in the Eagles, because then the Vikings would probably be the team that you like you said, Will, like you don't believe in them. Where the Eagles will get a week to chill out and, get to starve and eat on the team that played the week before. So
home field is going to matter more. It matters more to the Vikings.
Right. And it's real important for them to get that 1 spot. They're hoping for Dallas to be able to keep pace in Philly, which looks like they're going to take the conference, but it's going to be pretty exciting the last 4 weeks of the season. No faith. At the game's at 1 p.m., Kirk is a top 5 QB.
Exactly.
Breathe. Defend your squad.
You can't.
He looked good on Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
He looked good on Thanksgiving. You're probably a nice guy. He got the gobble, you know what I'm saying? Kirk going Kirk.
Kirk gonna Kirk, man. Until I see otherwise.
We got a new number 2 this week, too.
We got a new number 2, and I've been saying this since I went to sleep last night, man. The number 2 team was the number 3 team. We should be the number 1 team. They're number 1 in my heart. Should be number 1 in my hearts. Dallas Cowboys, man. You know what I'm saying? It's so easy in the NFL, they made that fourth quarter look real easy last night. Sorry, Jeff Saturday. They made you go back to ESPN with that performance, man. Hey, we number 2. We ain't number 1, man. But it feels good to keep momentum going. You know, when the haters are gonna hate. You know, Coach said it was a trap game. I think the trap game comes this week in Houston. You know what I'm saying? It's an in-state game, you know. I think this is a trap game this week. So
two is not a win and 3 nobody remembers.
We're gonna be number 1 next week. I'm letting y'all guys know right now on the call play sheet. We are gonna be number 1 next week.
Y'all gonna win, they're gonna lose?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Why? It didn't help Jameis.
Helped him for a few games.
Says who?
Dakota just needs to be a game manager at this point, man. Just need to be a game manager. Let the game come to him, man. You don't gotta force nothing. You don't gotta do nothing crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that can be.
All 3 running backs scored last night.
All 3 running backs. We got 3 good running backs. Hold on, never mind 2. And everybody talking about Zeke Dunn. I've seen Zeke score for the last 2 months. Has your favorite running back scored in the last 2 months? Every game? Let me see. I don't know. But, you know, just let me be, man.
Yeah, it must be nice to have Pollard do all the work to get you up there. And then
that's the way you play the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Little brother feed big brother. You know what I'm saying? It's you, big brother. You know what I'm saying? All the way around. But Zeke eating.
He definitely feeding big brother, that's for sure.
Every time the Salvation Army bucket day, he eating.
Hey, too. So,
but
based off the current odds in Vegas, I'm looking at the mock draft. According to the odds, they got the Cowboys picking 28. You know who they got them picking?
Who?
Bijan Robinson.
Oh, God, no, please no. He's the best running back in college. He basically a poor man's Saquon Barkley. He could do everything.
That means he going to Buffalo.
I can see that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
He going to Buffalo, dog.
They're not going to let Pollard walk.
Zeke, you know, Pollard play. Nah, that was already Zeke's play. He let little brother get some, and little brother eating too much. That's what's going on right now.
No, he scraped and played dry, and then little brother had to go get seconds, and make sure the rest of the family ate.
Hey, man, shout out to Pollard, man. He's doing wonderful things, you know, over exceeding what I thought he would do, and he's doing good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fully honest to say he's the number 1, but I'll leave that to y'all to say, man, because it sounds better when y'all say it to me. Number 1 team in the NFL, though. The number 1 team in the NFL. They've been number 1 for basically the whole season, man. Philadelphia Eagles. Fly. Y'all fly. You know what I'm saying? In the win yesterday over the Titans. In the A.J. Brown game, as I'm calling it, man. You couldn't pay that guy $20 million. You let that guy go. $20 million? Come on, man. Titans must be kicking themselves right now because I don't know who their receivers were yesterday. I couldn't even name one.
No, they got Burks. They think Burks is gonna be.
He got touchdown country yesterday. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They got Burks, so they're not worried about it. But yeah, man, I don't believe in the Eagles. I just don't see Hurts being able to do the things that he has to do to make them a championship team. So
is it because he's a running quarterback, supposedly?
No, I don't. I'm not one of those guys. Even though we haven't seen it, too many running quarterbacks win it. I would say nah. I haven't seen him be able to hit the windows, the small windows you got to hit in big time moments. The plays you got to make. Then he can scramble for sure. He can make plays. He can even throw the ball. I think he throws one of the best deep balls in the league. But you got to throw it. You gotta actively throw it, and that coaching staff seems like they don't even believe in him. So why should I?
Damn. That's fair.
I do, but like I said, I do love their running game and their defense.
This is why, though. No, but this is why when we mentioned that Philly and the Minnesotas and all that, when we mentioned that, that's why I say like the South, like with Tampa, for instance, like, you know, if they fall into that zone where they gotta play a team, they still, got faith because we're not really confident in the first 2 seeds in the NFC. So then we gotta look at the field. And the field may be better than the top 2.
I just think the top 2 have blatant holes that you can.
What NFC quarterback do you trust? Well, I ask both of you guys this question. As we wrap this up, like what NFL? If you had to pick an NFC QB right now, who are you choosing?
Well, in terms of who's in position to actually go in advance,
we'll say Kirk.
No, it's why I picked the Cowboys. It's because of them, I trust that the most to not mess it up. Like Kirk can at any moment become that guy that we all know and love. Start throwing picks, and Hurts. We don't even know. Like we just know he's limited. His own coaches show us that. His own coaches show us that he's limited by limiting the type of offense they run. So, I mean, this is the same coach who said that the league has our number. And you haven't lost since you said that, but like, he don't believe. So I can't believe. Like, he don't believe. That's crazy.
So just look at, I think that was Kawan that was talking about the Eagles schedule. The remaining schedule, they have the Giants Sunday. They got the Bears. I think that Bears might be a trap game for them.
Yeah, because they play a similar, let's just have our quarterback do everything for us style.
Yeah. And they are subject to the to get ran on.
Yeah.
After that, they got Dallas on Christmas Eve. They got the Saints. Then they got the Giants again.
So 2 Giants, Dallas.
Eagles. I'm sorry, Bears, Saints.
13-3 Saints. Over the fucking. Yeah, Eagles. Yeah, man. I mean, they should. I feel like they'll probably end up being the 1 seed. I mean, they'll probably take a loss or 2, maybe 1, but more than likely 2. And they'll see where you go from there. They'll probably be the team with the bye due to the fact that they did wax Kirk Cousins in Minnesota. Unless they lose another game, like you said, one of those trap games, Dallas can get a chance to sneak them. But we'll wait to see about that. Dallas' schedule is kind of like Philly's schedule, That one game you're going to hiccup on, but you don't want to hiccup on. But, I mean, one of those games. The Titans actually for the Cowboys, it's interesting too. They still got the Titans on their schedule. And they got the Commanders, Eagles, Jaguars, which can be one of those games too, just because, depending on where the game is. Don't let it be in Jerrysboro. They try to give Trevor a shining moment.
If the Eagles lose a game before Christmas Eve, Dallas is going to win the division. All the pressure's on Philadelphia. I'm going to throw that out there.
Yeah, Saints, Giants, 2 Cowboys, Eagles, also put 35 up on them. It's going to be interesting, man. It's going to be a great ride, man. You know what I'm saying? There's always still time, man, to get your money in and put your money in for, Super Bowl odds. Week by week they change. Get the number that you feel good with.
Won't be the Eagles.
And go on it, man. So we're gonna look into some of these odds here as we stroll through here in a second. Shout out to the Bleacher Report for these odds. You got Buffalo Bills, man, at plus 350. You got Kansas City at number 2 at plus 500. Philadelphia Eagles at plus 500 as well. You got Dallas Cowboys, 1,000 for a little bit. Now they're at plus 700. Mm-hmm. San Francisco 49ers at plus 1,200. Cincinnati at plus 1,200 as well. And then rounding it off is Baltimore, Miami, Minnesota at 2,000. Tampa Bay sneaks in at 10th at 2,500. Plus 2,500.
I put a lot of money on that Bengals one. I know that.
Bengals right now jumping, man. You know, especially if you feel like they got that chance to get that magic back, man. Catch them right now.
You got to realize they have an edge over the only team that really I feel deemed better than them, clear cut, which is the Chiefs. And I don't see the Bills if they look. They may have went to a shootout with Mahomes and them. I don't think they want that same shootout with the Bengals.
We'll see their schedule. Dallas is remaining schedule. We got the Texans on Sunday, got the Jaguars the following Sunday, we got the Eagles on Christmas Eve, we got the Titans following that, and then we got the Commanders to end our season. It's going to be very, 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 very interesting going down that line. It's going to be. Guys, Cowboys, Chiefs. Oh, man.
So that's all I'm going to keep saying, man.
That's what y'all going with?
Yeah, every time. Till I see something that's like, oh, wait, nah, neither of those teams can make it. Nah, I don't see that yet. I see Chiefs let the stupid Bengals beat them again, but I don't think that. I think in the playoffs, it's a little different story.
I think Joe Burrow got to run into Josh Allen this time around.
Yeah, maybe those two will have to deal with each other, and then Chiefs won't have to deal with both of them. And NFC, man, like I said, who do you trust that quarterback? The ones you would trust, their teams are terrible, and I don't know what's left. You got to trust Dak, I feel.
I don't know, man. I think the blueprint's there. Here's my thing. If they sign OBJ, if OBJ is healthy, that's going to unlock the potential of that offense. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Was it going to make them pass more?
I don't think it's going to make them pass more. I think it's going to open up the run game because you're going to be able to hit you with CD. They're going to be able to hit you with OBJ. You got Gallup there.
Mm-hmm.
They got Dalton in the middle.
Yeah.
Are you going to take the chance on Dak picking you apart in the secondary? Because a lot of times, they roll out with a cover 2. If they do that, then it's going to put the pressure on them to have to be able to try to stop the pass, open up the run opportunity. But then if they start trying to focus on the run, they're going to start hitting you over the middle, out on the sidelines and stuff like that.
I'd still put 7 or 8 men in the box and make Dak beat me.
Here's what I like. Their best formation is the 3 tight end set. You don't know if they're running out of it.
Yeah.
They can pass out of it with because those 2 rookies, Ferguson and Hendershot, doing their thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Schultz won't be here next year because of those 2 young.
Oh, man, dog. I had a 90s feel last night, man. I told him I had a 90s feel, some 90s feel in that fourth quarter. I feel like Emmett and Irvin was over here running with us, man, last night, man.
Here we go.
Hey, Will.
Here we go.
Hey, with the world going backwards right now.
With my remote.
Y'all look like America's team for a while. The Patriots, we were going to get that title back, man. America's team, man. Hey, it feels good. It feels good when they thought we was gonna be last in the East, and then we
Did I see y'all had a red stripe on your helmet trying to really get that America's thing back?
No, that's been that been people talking about that. That's been designed for the last few years. In certain games they wear that. So hey, we're just trying to get our American team logo back, man. We America's team always. We're trying to get it back to the graces of America. That good football is portrayed in the Dallas Cowboys is supreme.
I'm gonna find me one too.
This shout out tonight is for my Dallas Cowboys. We'll give a shout out to my Cowboys, early shout outs. We'll give a shout out to all you guys that participated and tuned in.
All right, shout out to everybody.
Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Jerry Jones, man. Shout out to Tony Pollard. Shout out to Michael Gallup, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zeke, man, for finishing the plate off. Shout out to the Salvation Army, man, for always getting an epic moment with the Dallas Cowboys inside of Jerry's World, man. Shout out to everybody that will be at the parade in February because we don't have one. I'm feeling it right now. Mama's talking to me right now. Mama's talking to me. She's been talking to me. Be humble, son. Be humble. And on Monday, talk that shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I've been doing. So we're going to keep talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? For the people up front, people up back. I'm done for the night, man.
Will fell asleep on you, man.
I'm feeling like Bill Belichick up in here, baby.
Is the monologue? Here, you never said that many words. Is the monologue over? All right.
It's over. It's over.
All right, good,
Sorry,
good.
Will. Sorry.
Peter Dinklage over there killing me. All right. Yo, shout out to everybody who checked in, who commented, kept the chat bouncing. We appreciate y'all. Shout out to the brand, as always. Shout out to you fellas. We appreciate y'all. And I guess shout out to the Cowboys since they're winning.
Shout out to the Cowboys, man. America's beautiful when the Cowboys are winning football games.
Not
You know
always
what
true.
happens when we win football games? They try to put the owner of the team in the front page of the newspaper. You know what I'm saying? Starring LeBron James, man. It was cute. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
You gotta stop him somehow.
it was cute. Hey, Jay, shout out to me. I gave your Bengals a shout out tonight. But since you ain't shouting out me, forget you, Jay. Taking that back. Shout out to you, Jay, man, from State Farm, man.
What's up, Jay?
My Lakers is starting to come around, man. I can't wait for that December 13th. We're gonna get the Celtics a little whooping. We you know what I'm saying? We got y'all.
How? Y'all are terrible, man.
Wow. We've been winning games. I ain't listening to you right now.
Who you been winning against?
Nobody on the Celtics team is gonna have an answer for AD on that night. AD might go for 60 at the Garden.
That's cool.
AD
Have
will
fun.
go for 50 at the Garden.
Imagine 60 at the Garden in the L. That's terrible. Kobe rolling over in his grave.
Yeah, right.
Oh, so who's this back here? Who was that? Somebody had asked something. Hold on. Who was that? Is that Kawan?
Heard the corner to replace Brown is coming from Salvation Army. Dog. Hey,
Just so you know, you know who replacing him, right? The rookie that showed out last night. Deron Bland.
Yeah, Bland's nice.
The rookie from Fresno State.
Yeah, Bland's nice.
Wall's a Cowboy fan at heart, man. He'll be at the parade too, man. You know what I'm saying? Sooner than later. Hey, yo, it's cool. It's cool. You know, maybe Lamar, you know what I'm saying, he can watch Cowboys game for the next 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? You know how it feels, you know what I'm saying, to not go to no scrutiny right there and there. We good, man. Quick. Application is still available. Everybody, application is still available. Sign up.
For what?
Sign up to be a Cowboys fan.
Don't nobody want to be on that damn team.
Look at Kawan say corners from Cali are suspect. Oh man, that's funny. So, two did his shout outs already, right?
I did mine too.
You did yours too. So y'all waiting on the old man, huh?
Well, he re-hijacked the show with this Cowboys nonsense.
No, I did not. It's Monday, man. I didn't talk about the Cowboys for the last 3 weeks. You go get some dose tonight, homie. You go get it.
Well, shout out to you fellows, man. What? Are we good? Bam!
Yeah.
But shout out to y'all, man. As always, it's a therapeutic for your boy. Shout out to who we got in here tonight. We got Uncles in here, Chris, Anthony, Patrick, Bree, Jesus, Trey, Chris, Marie, Kawan, and Jake, not from State Farm. If I forgot anybody, my bad, but we appreciate everybody hanging out with us tonight. As always, man, without y'all, we can't do this. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, all that other good stuff. Tell them about us. Come hang out with us, do our thing. Make sure y'all here tomorrow. Of course, Chatter Show is supposed to happen during the daytime. So you're on your lunch break or something. I'm going to be handling up with that. And I think for us, tomorrow might have to be a chop up.
Might be a chop up, man. So
Talk about anything and everything.
You know what I'm saying? Might be some interesting debates, might be some interesting topics, might be some interesting talk.
Or it could be depressing as hell. It depends how we do it. Like
after that, man, I'm gonna get some purple rain in here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? And all out, man. Hey, go Vikings and Madden, not in real life. Celtics win tonight?
Of course they did.
Oh no, I was asking. You know what I'm saying?
Of course they did.
So a little bit of money for me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't watch the game. You know, I've been doing the podcast. I'm happy the Celtics win tonight.
All this Celtic and Laker talk, man. We're gonna shout my Mavs out then. Shout out to my Mavs. Up 106-84 in the fourth, beating down Phoenix as always.
Oh my God, ugly, man. They got Phoenix's number. You know what I'm saying? Like they really destroyed them, man.
Stole their show last year.
Chris Paul, other moves, messing with Kim Kardashian.
With 33, 6, and 8. Hardaway with 17. Dinwiddie with 16. And shout out to my man Green, who should have been playing in the playoffs last year. He got 16 off the bench.
Green nice with it.
Yeah. But hey, man, we appreciate y'all hanging out with us, man, as always. Like I say, like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's do our thing. Make sure you're here tomorrow night, 7:30. Never know what's going to show. Appreciate y'all.
Do your job.